This is a video on the main points from the fourth part of the book, $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi. This is a summary of the first part of the chapter, Value, Create Your Offer. Firstly, I should mention this is also part 4, as I said, so if you haven't watched parts 1, 2 and 3, then they're the last few videos on my channel, and I'll put one of them or two of them up here. So you should go watch them now and then come back to this for the rest of the information. And then quick one before I start. A lot of this is raw information, so you'll see me looking down here and reading. I think nearly all of it's raw information because it's all just from the book. Like I said, the main points, the summary. And if you're a business owner, then you should probably get a pen and paper because, like I say, it's raw information. There's actual practical steps that you can take to make your offer better, just make more money in general, make your business better. Whether you've even got an Airbnb, you'll be able to optimize that better by using like better offers. There's also absolutely loads just from this chapter on its own. Like as you can see, I've already got like loads of tabs, but even just this chapter alone, I've just scrolled through it and there's so much to put into one video, so I'll probably split it into a few more than one. So this is the start of the information. Value offer, the value equation. We question all of our beliefs except for the ones we really believe in, and those we never think to question. Orson Scott Card. I want to be abundantly clear. The goal should be to charge as much money for your product or services as humanly possible. I'm talking heinous amounts of money. That being said, anyone can raise their prices, but only a select few can change these rates and get people to say yes. From this point forward, you must abandon any notion you have about what's fair. Even enormous companies in the world charges you money for things that cost them nothing. It costs pennies for the phone company to add on additional users, except they don't mind charging you hundreds per month for access. It costs pennies to manufacture pharmaceutical drugs, but they don't mind charging hundreds of dollars a month for it. Media companies charge advertisers a king ransom for your eyeballs, and it costs them next to nothing to get you to like a kitten photo on social media. You need to have a big discrepancy between what something costs you and what you charge for it. It is the only way to be unreasonably successful. Many entrepreneurs believe that charging too much is bad. The reality is that, yes, you should never charge more than your product is worth, but you should charge far more for your product and service than it costs you to fulfill. Think up to 100 times more, not just 2 or 3 times more. And if you provide enough value, it should still always be a steal for the prospect. That is the power of value. It unleashes unlimited pricing and profit power to scale your company. For example, one of my private clients, whose company I have equity in, is in the photography space. Over 2 years, implementing the tactics outlined in this book, the owner was able to increase the average ticket from $300 to $1,500. That's a 5 times increase. Even cooler, they now spend less time per customer and have higher customer satisfaction. The 5 times increase in average ticket 30x times their profit in the business. It went from making $1,000 a week to $38,000 a week in profit and continues to grow. As a result, the company was finally able to continue to scale to multiple locations and provide meaningful work to great employees and a fun benefit. We were all able to donate even more money to children's charities, which is something the owner and I have in common. Almost $500,000 at the time of this writing, but none of that would have been possible without figuring out what people valued most, tripling down on it and ruthlessly eliminating everything else. A 5 times price increase may seem crazy to you, but clients voted with their dollars that what the company provides now is far better than what it did before. Cracking value opens up the world of unlimited profit, impact and possibilities. Those who understand value are the ones who will be able to charge the most money for their services. The good news is that there is a repeatable formula that I have created. I've never seen it displayed elsewhere. To help quantify the variables that create value for any offer, I call it the value equation. Once you see it, you can never unsee it. It will operate in your subconscious, running in the background, calling out to you. It's a new lens through which to see the world. So here on screen is the value equation. So dream outcome times perceived likelihood of achievement divided by time delay times effort and sacrifice equals value. So the bottom is the decrease and the above is the increase. He says, as you can see from the picture, there are 4 primary drivers of value. 2 of the drivers on top you will seek to increase, the other 2 on the bottom you will seek to decrease. Yay, the dream outcome, goal, increase. Yay, perceived likelihood of achievement, goal increase. Boo, perceived time delay between start and achievement, goal decrease. Boo, perceived effort and sacrifice, goal decrease. If you notice the question in the last section that my father asked me, you'll see they correspond with these pillars. What will I make? Dream outcome. How will I know it's going to happen? Perceived likelihood of achievement. How long will it take? Time delay. What is expected of me? Effort and sacrifice. Get the bottom to 0. In the beginning of my career, I focused all my attention on dream outcomes and the perception of achievement, social proof, third-party edification, etc. In other words, the top side of the equation, that's where beginner marketers make bigger and bigger claims. It's easy and it's lazy. But as time has gone on, I have realised that these larger-than-life claims are the easiest to establish and therefore less unique. After all, anyone can make a promise. The harder and more competitive are the time delay and effort and sacrifice. The best companies in the world focus all their attention on the bottom side of the equation, making things immediate, seamless and effortless. Apple made the iPhone effortless compared to other phones at the time. Amazon made purchases with a single click of a button and made purchases arrive almost immediately. Maybe by the time you read this, they'll be sending drones to our doors within 60 minutes. Netflix made consuming television immediate and effortless. So, the older I get, the more I've shifted my focus to the hard stuff, decreasing the bottom side of the equation, and I believe the better you do this, the more you will be rewarded by the marketplace. Final note, the reason this is a division equation and not an addition is that I wanted to convey one key point. If you can make the bottom part of the equation equal to 0, you're golden. No matter how small the top side is, anything divided by 0 equals infinity, which is technically undefined for the math nerds. In other words, if you can reduce your prospect's true time delay to receiving value to 0, aka you realise your immediate dream outcome, and your effort and sacrifice is 0, you have an infinitely valuable product. If you accomplish this, you will win the game. Given this postulate, a prospect would, in theory, purchase something from you, and the moment their credit card was run, it would immediately become their reality. That is infinite value. Imagine clicking the purchase button on a weight loss program and instantly seeing your stomach turn into a six-pack. Or imagine hiring a marketing firm, and as soon as you sign your document, your phone begins ringing with new highly qualified prospects. How valuable would these products services be? Infinitely valuable, and that's the point. I don't know if we entrepreneurs will ever get there, but that is the hypothetical limit we all should strive towards, and why I structured the equation this way. So again, if you haven't watched the first, second or third part, then you should go watch them now, but otherwise, if the next part of $100 million offers information is out, then that will be on screen. However, if it's not out yet, then you're obviously interested in becoming successful, so you should watch this video on screen now, A Guide to Success from the Wisdom of Naval Ravikant. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.